Thank you, sir. Welcome to Fun Friday again. You don't know this is again, but it really is. We're joined by Dr. Michael Brandon.
Still here.
It's the always scandalous Beauty Brains Brunch Chantea.
So asinine.
And you are a mad scientist. It's that one. This guy. We do a lot of science around here.
That will never get old.
Never. So Dr. Mike is still here, in body. He is alive on the outside.
You liked that, didn't you?
I did like that.
Yeah.
No one will ever see that other version though.
Way to get that one. Perfect.
You might blurb it in somehow.
Blurb.
And the name of the movie has been changed. Hey, it's coming out in 2 years from now, realistically, so. It's being changed from
Keto
From what
size.
it was.
Keto Size Me.
It was.
Possible copyright violations. They may think it may be another sequel in the series. So someone named Esquire decided we should change the name, so it is now called the Keto Project. I liked Project Keto, but for the whole SEO thing, someone types in keto, that comes up first. No one's gonna type in project for a keto.
I agree, it's a better choice. I just don't like it as much either.
I know. Project Keto is like,
But anyway, still eating burgers. Haven't
not
died completely
scandalous.
yet. 120 burgers down, so 480 more to go.
I look forward to
math still.
That's
an
still good.
improvement.
Cognitive functioning, check.
I very much look forward to buying you groceries again for another week.
I can't wait. That was actually pretty funny, I'll be honest. The majority of it was funny.
So I know
Sunday,
the topic
Sunday.
here is different types of stupid diets.
Part 2 of basically diets that might kill you.
But another one could be called the
Scandalous.
Burger King diet.
And it's been interesting. I just feel like, crap always. It's pretty much
Feels
it.
like poop.
Because you're walking Mr. Henke at this point.
Oh my God, Mr. Hanky. They know Mr. Hanky?
They
No, they
don't.
don't know Mr. Hanky.
Oh,
Just
I was
think
about to
it's
say.
funny. They don't know Mr. Hanky.
I was going to both compliment and question parenting at that point, but
You questioning my parenting?
compliment and yes. South Park, yes.
So you are also putting up vlogs.
Yes, I am.
You just put up day 6 on the vlog.
Yep, it should be posted right now on the same platform this is going to be on.
So it'll be on Instagram,
And Facebook.
which is IGTV. Check out the stories, and you can always see your faces.
Shortcut straight to
That
it.
I just snapshot it, and yeah.
But these vlogs are letting you know what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what other people are telling me I'm thinking and feeling, and answering questions that people ask. So there's been a lot of those.
And the fun part is people don't know
They-
Mr. Henke.
They do not
about
know
a
Mr.
keto
Hanky
diet.
about this.
They really don't.
I haven't even heard of a dirty keto versus a clean keto, and they don't even know what a clean keto is, and they don't know that there is no trans fats in beef.
In the Burger Kings, they show there might be, and it was something I put in there, but even nonetheless, keto is when you're in ketosis.
1.5 millimoles per liter to 3.0 millimoles per liter is typically where we try to stay for a ketogenic diet.
What it means our body's just producing and using ketones as the main source of
That's
energy.
it. That's it.
You can do ketosis on more or less healthy ways, just like you do veganism more or less.
Starve
healthy ways.
yourself and you'll be in ketosis. You don't have to eat.
Like a good example, again, any diets or any lifestyles, it can be different. Like you can be fully vegan and only eat chocolate. I'm not going to say that's healthy, or most people would even call that veganism, but it is.
Can we call it veganism?
It is.
I like that.
Straight up, it's vegan. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's vegan. Just like anything you do, you can eat mayonnaise all day and put you into ketosis, unless there's something in there I don't know about. So it's better or worse ways.
Try this at home.
That's
folks.
really the moral of the story. If you want
Which
to know
will
why,
lead into other things you shouldn't try.
So if we're gonna get the your problem to pass through, we can use bentonite clay, or we could just. What kind of clay are we talking about for this clay diet? Are we talking about like clay like we mold with kids,
and I'm gonna make a pot out
or
of
bentonite
it.
clay where we're just swallowing a whole bunch of the powdered rock?
you actually hit it first on the top of the bentonite
Moldable
clay.
clay?
No, we're not molding that one.
Bentonite, the one that he said I will not be able to pronounce correctly. But there's a clay diet, and it's pretty much what you think it would be. Yeah, the type of clay people use for like masks and everything, because there's some properties to it that helps suck out, I hate using the general word, toxins or heavy metals. And people eat clay for weight loss, or people have tried, let me rephrase it that way, people have attempted to eat clay for weight loss, and there's actually been a lot of celebrities that have supported this.
Zoe Kravitz, huh?
Yeah, she hated it.
Well, she's eating clay, vegetables, and running a lot.
Yeah,
so she's malnourished. No wonder she's going to feel terrible.
100%. It was like 20 pounds she had to lose in, it was like less than a month or something ridiculous. So she did it, and she said it worked, but she doesn't recommend it to anyone. She felt awful, and I think her words were she felt like a space cadet. You're not getting any nutrients from this. You're eating clay. It does absorb, and it expands about twice its size, so it makes you feel full, but then it stops the absorption of almost everything, good and bad.
Like fat. It absorbs fat in rat models, but we kind of need the fat. It's been established.
I mean,
we need fat.
Your brain needs fat.
Right.
Yeah, and then
Fat doesn't make you fat.
Fat makes you skinny.
Yes!
and the bigger thought I have of this is with if someone's on a medication they need and they start trying to take this clay to lose weight, you could get you could get screwed. I mean, if you need that medication, it gets absorbed in the clay. You're not getting the medication. You can really mess things up more than just the fact that you could, compact your bowel and have like intestinal spasms and nausea and things like that.
How about the Fletcherizing Diet? This is another fun one. And we were talking about that backstage, and I decided we can biohack the Fletcherizing Diet, save a lot of problems.
Should we see what the Fletcherizing Diet is first before you go?
Tell me!
Alright.
Because I don't think they said anything. You talking about your idea.
My idea is better than the diet.
Yes, but if they don't know that the Fletcher diet is about chewing 100 times first, what you're going to say next would be pointless.
Now they know. So instead of chewing 100 times, why waste all that energy? Why don't you just blend it up? So we're going to take our steak, we're going to take a sweet potato,
Oh my gosh.
we're going to take some asparagus, I'm going to pour some red wine in there, I'm going to puree that thing until it is liquid, and then sit.
Yeah.
It's the same end result as all that mastication. Add a lot of amylase, so spit in it a few times, let it
I would
sit.
say
and
it's similar. I mean, we can get in the nitty gritty and argue it, but no, I mean, for that point of trying to chew 100 times versus a blender, I'd take the blender. But the idea from Dr. Fletcher was chew 100 times. It mixes even liquid food, like water or lemonade. He recommended chew 100 times first. It mixes it in, Chantea. Don't give me that look like I'm crazy.
You will digest better. I mean, you will mix more amylase, it will break down.
I'm going
I
to
get that part.
digest my water by chewing on it.
Oh, even better, he says that it's going to make your poop smell better.
Ooh!
So a happy Mr.
Fascinating.
Hanky if you chew more.
So, I'm curious about the
Does
smell
it smell
part.
like lemons if it's lemon water? Like,
Are we supposed to smell it? Are we supposed to, like, I mean,
whoop, should it smell, right? Like,
no, it shouldn't
No.
smell.
It shouldn't,
Right.
unless you had a major bacterial overgrowth
Right.
or undergrowth.
Which undergrowth, there would be no overgrowth of what you don't
something
want.
else, yeah. So I'm not going to start poop sniffing to find out. I'm not going to chew 100 times to compare it either.
Chew the poop 100 times and then sniff after.
Or just put it in the blender, see what it smells like that. Oh.
I need a new blender. I'm just gonna say right now. We are not doing this with my vitamins.
I think we're going to be selling blenders here now. Functionized.
Popular
we'll just
Fletcherizers.
get Justine on this and help. Pampered Chef has amazing products. So.
The Pampered Chef Poopinator 1000.
What?
It
Whole new product.
blends, it purees.
And it goes in the trash.
It's a one-time use for a Pampered Chef. It's got to be a great business.
Oh, less white
Once
required,
use?
like-
So popular Fletcherizers
Yeah,
is
so,
Thomas Alva Edison, right? You
What
got
about the middle name?
J.D. Rockefeller,
Yeah?
and
Middle name for this one? Make it up, I wouldn't know.
Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain.
Yeah, you had me on that one for a second.
I just went there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tired and on a burger brain. But yeah, famous people that chewed their food 100 times and supposedly had better smelling food.
Eat 12% less.
Oh yeah, that's really
That's
the
kind
bigger
of
thing
where
where
it comes down
into
to.
it. Is that it does work to an extent. I mean, I think we've even talked about before about chewing X number of times.
You slow down the process of eating.
I
You're
chew.
going- Okay, so you inhale dinner, and the time it takes me like an hour to eat my food.
I'm hungry.
He's hungry.
I eat.
There is no fork either. It's just hands. Like
It's only a problem with soup. Otherwise, he's fine.
he just like serves the soup. And, dinner's out. I mean, Good thing the
So easy,
restaurant
caveman could do it.
caveman.
Yeah, eating slower, you actually end up eating, they've shown about 12% less calories, which is somewhat significant. Like on a 2,000 calorie diet, that's 250-ish calories less. That adds down, subtracts, adds up, however you want to phrase it, pretty quickly.
Something like that.
Calories in,
So-
calories out.
That's
Calories in,
actually
calories
where
out.
the diet went afterward.
Mhm.
Was they went and the calories in versus calories out theory took effect.
Yeah, and it's kind of taken over for the most part since then.
Yep.
But still good to chew your food some, not just inhale it.
Fletcher made millions. Millions, I say.
Reduces the risk of choking.
Actually, that is a
that's actually a
exciting
good
thing.
point.
People choke on their food because they inhale it. Big chunk of steak just lodged right there.
There's also the lemonade diet, the master cleanse.
Also known as the diuretic diet, or shout out to Dr. Hughes, who mentioned about Montezumas Revenge. That's what I instantly thought of when I read this. Okay, so you're familiar with that one.
Oh yeah.
Now,
I have not personally experienced that.
I
thank
have read
goodness.
that the lemonade diet's not, when it comes to blood types, it may be beneficial for some, not typically the O positives, or the O's so much. At least that's something I had read a while ago. Oh!
Oh.
I have read it. Where have I read it?
I like O's.
Yeah, I know you do. I have lost all train of thought.
It's ready.
Oh, I need a leave here.
This is leading up to the podcast. I'll be on, what, Monday? Monday
Yes.
night?
Oh, yeah.
I'm supposed to talk about sex and timing.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'll not listen.
I'm the guest on the podcast. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun. Somehow I'm an expert on it, so I'll be podcasting on it. But what are we talking about? Oh,
Diuretic diet.
oh,
Oh, I made them
lemonade.
Okay. So, this lemonade diet, Montezuma's Revenge, whichever one we're calling it right now, it's also a very popular one. Kind of scares me how popular it is, but I mean, the general gist of it is you use the blender, not the poop-filled one,
It's in the
and
trash, it's
you
cool.
do lemon juice or lemon water, cayenne, and maple syrup, and you drink that.
Yeah, 5-10 times a day.
Yeah, or for 5 to 10 days.
Oh, yes.
You only do it like once or twice so you're full. It's about 600 calories, so you're in a major deficit, which ruins your metabolism, starts getting muscle wasting pretty quickly. And you do lose weight because,
Caloric restriction.
you lose a lot of fluid and excrements from it.
You-
Did nothing for me but made me hungry. I had fill out a gallon
Did
with
you
lemon
try?
juice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when we were down in Florida, when we were in Alta Key.
How?
Oh, not Alta Key, the other place. Clipper Cove.
Okay.
We were in Clipper Cove off of Gandy.
Mm-hmm.
Interbit? Gandy, yeah. So, took a gallon of, actually took a gallon of distilled water, so it's even better, so now I'm really leaching all the minerals out.
Yeah.
I put in grade B organic maple syrup, organic lemon juice, and sip on that, cayenne powder, sip on that all day, and try to sip slowly, because that was all I get all day. It sucked. Because again, it's causing the insulin spikes with the maple syrup in there. And those crashes, you're so hungry, you're just famished that you want to go to Hooters. I mean, it was back in the day, so, you know.
The only time I did anything relative to that was,
Where do we go? Press box.
actually I don't need to
Go
talk
to the
about
press
it.
box, yeah.
Yeah, the press box.
Good place to go.
The closest thing I did was when I took vitamin C and magnesium to finish dropping a couple of pounds and I went unconscious on the toilet. So we had completely different experiences.
Exactly.
I think that's why I got on Montezuma.
Montezuma, because it'll fatigue, nausea, dehydration.
Make you dizzy, give you headaches.
Yeah, all the fun. Alright.
Next to the 5-bite diet, I believe.
Very good. It's almost like
Did he
Burger brain
prepare?
powers.
Woo!
the Five Guys diet.
Five
Okay.
guys. All right.
So, 5-bite diet. It's almost exactly what it sounds, but it's a little misleading. It's actually 10 bites a day.
Alright.
Nothing for breakfast except your loud black coffee. And then eat whatever you want for lunch, whatever you want for dinner. Just take 5 bites of lunch and 5 bites of dinner.
I'd take about that. That's about it.
You do take
One.
about 5 bites.
About 2,600 calories for dinner with 5 bites.
So when I first was reading about this, I followed I bring this up every once in a while, more now, but your little Quest cookie sandwiches. I'm like, that, because 5 bites.
I remember your fat bombs.
Oh yes, the ones that started small and then just became like
One
these,
fat, giant Jolly Rancher. But taking 5 bites is going to be hard unless you really try to get enough calories in a day for most people. I mean, we can make it happen with, again, your Quest cookie stuff was crazy. But in general, people eat like 5 bites of normal food, normal meals. Like you have burger and salad. 3 bites of burger, 2 bites of salad, you're done. I'll be starving afterwards personally. You have 5 bites of apple pie, they don't really care, just say 5 bites. It's caloric
Who
restriction.
only eat 5 bites of an apple pie? I mean, come on now.
I could eat a whole pie in 5 bites.
That's it, exactly. I might eat a whole pie in 5 bites.
At this point, yeah.
Apple pie is that's a
weakness.
weakness of mine.
Oh, okay. I feel like I should have known that. You talk about it.
It sounds like justified anorexia. It really does.
Well, again, wonder where this one came from, Jim.
I stole your line.
Oh, now I'm gonna think of apple pie all night. That's awesome.
You're hoping to cure anorexia.
So when we're talking about burning extra calories for you, I brought up nicotine. So which brings us to our next
Which I haven't
final.
started yet.
Is smoking for weight loss.
Yeah.
Because most cigarette smokers are thin.
Yeah, we'll get to the part that you were probably talking more of. We'll do it in the second part, like a minute from now. Yeah, it's relatively, I said about, I think, it's relatively known that smoking decreases appetite or makes you thinner. The second one's actually not as true. But it does suppress your appetite. We'll get into more of that in the next couple of minutes about nicotine directly does that. But with cigarette smokers being thinner is actually not completely true. Light smokers are thinner than non-smokers. Heavy smokers are noticeably fatter in general in the population.
So smoke a few of the Virginia Slims and you'll be better.
Yeah.
Not a pack a day. Maybe, 1 or 2
Not
a day.
crack cocaine, right?
I mean, you may get lung cancer, but you'll be thin.
Talked about last time with the methamphetamines. I mean, that will work.
We did talk about speed.
It's also not the best choice for similar reasons. Yes, I mean, heavier smokers tend to be bigger. Cigarette smoke does increase visceral and abdominal belly fat, and then belly fat increases belly fat, so just a downward cascade. However, there is truth to decreasing appetite, which again is not the same as weight loss. I've had this argument with people, so I'm going to go on a quick rant on you can have lowered appetite and still eat a crap ton. You just don't want food. I mean, most people eat when we're not hungry. Doesn't matter the appetite part. So cigarettes do help with appetite. So if you have self-control, it will help. If you don't have self-control, it doesn't really matter. Which is probably then why people are smoking a lot more. They don't have the control of smoking, so then they don't have control of eating otherwise. And a lot of people are afraid, or they have the excuse to not stop smoking because they're afraid they're going to get fat, which is also statistically true. Not because they're not smoking, not getting the nicotine, as much as people tend to replace smoking with eating.
Yeah, it's the motion.
True, when
it's
people
the
quit,
actions.
they
Right.
tend to eat
I
instead.
know so many
It's
people like,
mindless.
switch to sunflower seeds, switch to something instead of smoking. Well, now they're putting a handful of sunflower seeds to their mouth, 30 times a day.
That'll get you.
But nicotine is an appetite suppressant.
Right, so it's just nicotine. You put a patch on, you take a little tab, it's a little biohack for a little bit of weight loss.
Yeah, the
A little
biggest,
mental clarity.
And the mental clarity that goes along with it.
the bigger thing is just watch your dosage, because you can, especially the pills, you can easily get too much, and that'll cause some problems, headaches, muscle spasms, heart attack, strokes, that kind of stuff. But if you keep it minimal, it's a very effective biohack.
Absolutely.
Especially for a little bit extra energy.
Moderation. What a novel idea. Who'd have thunk?
The 5 bite diet people.
Yeah, that's. I'm not trying that. Although I would totally eat 5 bites of an apple pie right now. Just saying.
Fair enough, fair
So,
enough.
that's probably the end of part 2 of diets that might kill you. Yeah, I know I'm planning on a part 3, but we could. Yeah, talk about burgers again.
We'll talk about burgers next week, I'm sure, if you're still with us.
And the week after.
I don't talk about
And
enough.
the week after. Yeah.
What's going on? It's happening.
It's happened. Almost a week done, and so I'm still mostly alive and functional. When people are looking, I'm hunched over in pain, but that's all fine.
And I gotta capture more of the on camera.
Hey, do a little balancing act, I'll never know.
I almost
Until
fell
you
over
realized
I
the
know.
roof of my
I'm
neck.
like a little stalker action going on
He
earlier.
told me he posted that picture. I didn't realize he was there.
Somebody's watching me.
Stalker.
Alright, next week we gotta do something more fun and scandalous. I don't know what, but we should.
Okay.
Costume party?
He-Man. Sure. Alright.
If you guys have ideas,
talking.
anything you want to hear, let us know. We'll gladly rant about it and, I don't know, dress up in some way. Why not?
I can think of many reasons why not. So thank you again for being with us. As always, check out our show notes. We're actually putting this stuff on the Triple H page, functionized.com/healthy happy hour.
Triple A. Oh, I get it.
Ah, exactly. And it's also where you're watching it right here as well. So,
So you better be able to find it.
share to all your friends and your family. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. And make sure that you take a few moments, leave that 5-star review, because that gets us seen by more, so the entire world can achieve my vision and live functionized. Have an awesome rest of the night. Or day.
Burger time.
Yeah.
Non-apple pie time. Sweet potatoes.
Bye-bye.